Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at BitTorrent BTT. If you guys are BitTorrent holders, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video because we do daily updates on BitTorrent and the price predictions ahead. So we will be talking about price predictions at the end of the video for May, June, and 2021, so stick around for that. We do have a market cap right now at $4.4 billion, and the volume in the last 24 hours being a large $1.6 billion. That's a fairly large market cap, or I guess fairly large volume, sorry, for that market cap. The volume being at 1.6 billion shows there's a lot of interest in a lot of investors jumping in right now. Unfortunately, a lot of it is selling and buying. So it's not just fully buying, or we would be rising to the top very quickly. Unfortunately, you take a look at the last year, and a lot of people are trying to short-term trade this because there's so many ups and downs involved. So obviously, a lot of people saw, this massive dip in the market. We all saw it happen pretty much across every single coin. We saw a 0.0043 price on BitTorrent April 22nd. That was a big drop. We also saw a recent drop. Just if we take a look at the last week, we saw this drop down to about 0.0059 May 10th, about 4 p.m. That's about when we saw our another drop that we all saw with pretty much every coin again. So when this stuff kind of takes place, a lot of people are investing in finding some good profits, and then that's exactly what happened again. We saw it drop below 0.006, which is a massive drop at any point in time, and we saw a lot of people make some good profits already. So I think there is some profit taking going on right now. We saw it go all the way up to 0.0069, and then we saw some profits being taken, and now we're back to that 0.0067. So we'll see what happens within the next couple weeks and months. Unfortunately, BitTorrent is such a crazy good coin with so much utility and purpose coming with what BitTorrent offers. But if we take a look at the last 24 hours, week, and month alone, we are seeing decreases across the entirety of the board. Obviously not the year, but we don't want to see these kind of red numbers for too much longer. Obviously, you get in a red streak for too long, a lot of people forget about the coin or don't really want to invest because of remembering of what happened last time they invested. So we don't want that to really take place. But we saw it actually stabilize out for a while with this small, increase here up all the way to about 0.0089, even a little bit more than that, I believe. And we saw it kind of a decrease back down to this 0.0067 range to about 0.007 range. So ideally, we find a good stabilization again, and then we have another try at a good push. This was a great push, great opportunity. Unfortunately, we decreased right back down after this increase. It's just going to take, like I said, more volume and more, really buying than selling. Obviously, we've seen a lot of selling involved with BitTorrent. As soon as we see some buying going up, we have a lot of people taking advantage of that increase. And I think that's because we do have a lot of bots taking place on things like KuCoin and a lot of other trading bot places. A lot of people are using bots to buy and sell. So when it goes to 0.0078, sell, and then obviously buy at 0.0067. So they're making small profits, but they're making a lot of them, obviously, with BitTorrent being so just slightly volatile. And obviously, they believe it's going to go up in the future. So they're taking advantage of this because even if it goes up, they are making profits the entirety of the way up. So it's very interesting to see what BitTorrent really has to offer, I guess, in the very near future. But let's jump into some of the tweets that we want to talk about today. So obviously, BitTorrent is one of those coins that is very impacted by what Tron is doing as well. So we're going to jump into what Tron is doing as well here in just a second. But last week in BitTorrent, official DLive hosted its annual Star Wars Day event, May the 4th on DLive. We're rolling out a fix for the issue with invalid BitTorrent Pro keys, as well as BTFS optimized node synchronization mode testing completed. So there's a lot of really improvements there. Obviously, all good news for BitTorrent. We go to BitTorrent as well. Here we see BTFS upcoming updates. BTFS team will soon launch a series of major updates, including a staking mechanism for unprecedented transparency and fairness of BTFS network. New BTFS relies on efficient Tron network to empower storage space with a qualitative leap. Stay tuned. So that's a big deal, obviously. Seeing any opportunity for staking in BTFS obviously is a big deal. We already saw a little bit of that with PancakeSwap, but something like this could be huge. Obviously, major updates is what they're saying. So like I said, this could pump the price fairly well when we get to it. Jumping to our next tweet, this one's more about Tron, but it could be a big deal for BitTorrent. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but let the countdown begin. 2 days until Tron launches into our next great adventure. This could mean anything really. Unfortunately, there's no great there's no great guesses. I've been trying to think of what they could jump into. Unfortunately, they've jumped into pretty much every this isn't really unfortunately, but Fortunately, they've jumped into pretty much every aspect or every category at this point, every industry. So we'll see what they jump into next. I think it's going to be maybe big for BitTorrent, obviously, as more people jump to the Tron network to really see that they have this many, different opportunities for investing available to them. So let's jump back to BitTorrent itself. Let's go to the official website, take a brief look at the official website. We always talk a little bit in detail about the official website, so we won't do that as much this time around, just because, like I said, guys, we've done daily updates, we've done daily videos, so there's no need to really jump fully back into some of these. So BitTorrent X, the world's largest, biggest distributed network powered by BTT. They talk about 200 million wallets, over 2 billion users, and 100 million MAU. Obviously, BitTorrent protocol used by some of the biggest names, including Netflix, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Lionsgate, and DLive. Those are huge, huge names. And if we go back to, the actual website now, I don't really like this version of the website, so we'll jump to this one. This one says the BitTorrent token. So tokenizing the world's largest decentralized file sharing protocol with BTT. So if you guys don't know, obviously BTT is a TRC10 utility token based on the blockchain that powers features of the most popular decentralized protocols and applications in the world. So if we go down to a little bit, we can see the BTT use cases. They talk about, obviously, BitTorrent speed, get faster download speeds, and BTT token rewards. They talk about how it all works, and you can get started with, obviously, BitTorrent Web, uTorrent Classic, and uTorrent Web. And then this is the big deal, obviously, BitTorrent file system. So if you guys don't know, BTFS is trying to be a decentralized protocol really for sharing digital content and storing digital content as well. So it's a P2P mechanism for storing and sharing digital content in a decentralized filing system. Obviously, traditional file storage systems have many disadvantages, obviously, including centralization or control by a single entity. So the ability for governments to censor higher costs and low fault tolerance. And BitTorrent file system obviously gets away from all of that. So it's coming soon. Obviously, that's going to be a big, big deal when we see these major updates come like they tweeted, as well as the actual full launch. As we go down a little bit more, we see DLive. DLive is a live streaming community built on blockchain that empowers content creators and viewers. So soon, BTT will actually be introduced to the DLive ecosystem to power virtual gifting, subscriptions, and viewer rewards. And we talk about the exchanges like always. If you guys haven't already, make sure to jump into the description of this video. Take advantage of these exchanges. I have referral codes for every single one, I believe. So you should be able to jump into Binance and buy KuCoin. You should be able to jump into Binance, KuCoin, Voyager, whatever else you want to, and take advantage of those referral codes and get some basically free money for depositing or even buying, I believe. So thank you guys so much for jumping into the news with me. Now let's take a look at the price predictions, because this is what a lot of you guys are here for. Those price predictions for BitTorrent by the end of May, June, and 2021. So I'm going to say, guys, they're fairly similar to our previous price predictions. Just because nothing's really changed yet. We don't have those major updates quite here yet. If we get those major updates, a lot could actually change, or that Tron, in 2 days, we have a big announcement of where Tron's going into next. Those could all have very big impacts on where our prices are going to lead. But let's talk about where we specifically now see our price predictions for May, June, and 2021. So to start out with May, by the end of May, I definitely think 1 cent is our goal, our price target right now. We saw, push very close. We saw it 0.009. If we can get to that 1 cent price point and stabilize above, that would be a great start for BitTorrent. I think going into the end of June, our goal should be to reach past this previous all-time high right around that 0.0143. If we could get to that 1.5 cents instead by the end of June, that would be a big push for us BitTorrent holders. If you take a look at the all-time, obviously you can see that that all-time high right around that 1.5 cents was a very, very massive increase. So when you have a massive increase like that, unfortunately, it is going to create an effect afterwards that is more of a stabilization or correction for the most part, and that's exactly what we're seeing. So once we do see this thing start to take off again, we are going to see some good increases, and I think by the end of 2021, we could easily see a 3 to 5 cent BitTorrent price. So that'll be a very, very good profit for a lot of people. So 3 to 5 cents is going to be my price prediction for the end of 2021. Let me know, I guess, in the comments below if you guys agree or disagree with my price prediction. As well, if you're holding any BitTorrent, let me know how much you're holding. It'll be just interesting to hear. And remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this was financial advice. So always do your own research before investing. And I really do appreciate it. These are very conservative price predictions. I think BitTorrent could actually do much, much more than what I predicted. So we'll see. We'll monitor what happens. I think it's definitely a fun one to do daily updates on, just because, like I said, there's a lot to really talk about, a lot that goes into the BitTorrent price, including obviously what Tron Network is doing, as well as these major updates that BitTorrent is kind of coming close to seeing. I think that's going to be coming very, very soon. So it's going to be exciting to see this. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to use those referral codes in the description below as well. They do help me. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.